Most reliable pistols ever made. What is the most reliable handgun ever is a burning question that has been the topic of debate and conversation among people who are passionate about firearms for many years. Plunge into our comprehensive catalog of legendary handguns, each of which has been painstakingly manufactured for precision, dependability, and performance. In this video, we will discuss the most dependable firearm that has ever been produced. Number 9. CSP-10C. The CSP-10C is the company's first handgun to use a striker firing mechanism. The CSP-75 hammer-fired pistol series was formerly the company's crowning achievement, earning it the majority of its prior notoriety. After its preliminary development had begun in 2014, the P10C was not made available to the public until 2017. It is intended to. The P10C features a frame made of fiber-reinforced polymer and sides made of stainless steel as standard equipment. It is a direct competitor to the Glock 19 in the market. Additionally, it was manufactured by CZ to be compatible with holsters designed for the Glock. This is a significant benefit due to the extensive aftermarket support and components that are available for Glock firearms. There are both full-size and compact versions of the P10C available to choose from. Number 8. A Glock Model 1719. The Glock 17 and 19 are the pistols that are credited with kickstarting the trend of striker-fired pistols in the first place. The G17 was introduced to the public in 1983, and a few years later, the G19 was launched. The G17 is a full-size pistol, and it can hold 17 rounds of ammunition. In contrast, the G19 can only hold 15 rounds, but it is more concealable because it is smaller. The inherent dependability and ease of use of the handguns in the Glock series, as well as the extensive aftermarket support and component selection, are the primary advantages of this line of firearms. The Glock handgun is one of the single most configurable firearms on the face of the earth, with the AR-15 and the 1911 pistol being their only real competitors in this regard. Number 7. Heckler Koch VP9. The HK VP9, often referred to as the SFP9, was made available for purchase in the year 2014. HK wanted to produce a pistol that had a trigger and ergonomics that were extremely close to those of the Walther PPQ. Therefore, they built the weapon to compete directly with both the Glock 19 and the Walther PPQ. However, the latter was HK's primary focus. The VP9 is more comparable in size to the G17, however, its magazine can only hold 15 rounds of ammunition instead of 17. It has two polymer protrusions on the back of the slide that make it easier to grasp with a wet hand. These protrusions are located on the back of the slide. In addition to this, it has removable back straps and side panels on the grip so that it may be customized to fit a variety of. Number 6. Sig Sauer P320. The Sig Sauer P320 has taken the place of the Beretta M9 or 92FS as the standard sidearm issued to members of the United States Armed Forces. This gives the P320 a unique distinction. In addition to this, it is distinguished by the fact that it is a fully modular pistol. The actual gun assembly of the P320 may be simply removed from the pistol and swapped between different frame sizes that can be purchased separately. This is possible because of the modular design of the P320. The P320 was eventually given the designation of M17 or M18 once it was accepted into service with the United States military. The M17 is a more substantial model that features a longer slide, while the M18 is a more compact and diminutive alternative. The M17 is being distributed to Army soldiers, while the M18 is being distributed to Air Force and Marine Corps personnel. The regular P320 does not come equipped with a manual safety, but both of these handguns do. Number 5. MMP Model Smith & Wesson Rifle. Following the success of their third generation of hammer-fired firearms, Smith & Wesson introduced their MMP line of handguns in 2005. Since then, the MMP line has had great growth, emerging as Glock's primary competitor. The MMP 2.0 series was produced a few years ago and offers improved ergonomics with more aggressive grip stippling in addition to an improved trigger. These improvements were made possible by the use of new materials. The MMP is also offered in a variety of different sizes to choose from. The MMP 2.0 Compact is more comparable in size to a Glock 19 than to other models in the MMP family. The initial version of the MMP Compact was more compact than the Glock 26, which it resembled in size. Number 4. Walther P99. The Walther P99, in addition to the P99 Compact, is without a doubt one of the most exceptional striker-fired pistols that has ever been manufactured. This is because it is a single-action, double-action, and does not have a trigger pull that is constant like the other choices on this list. The P99 was presented to the public in 1996, and it features a double-action pull for the initial shot, followed by single-action pulls for all future shots. On the other hand, a decocker lever located on the side of the weapon returns it to its double-action mode. In addition to this, the pistol can be switched into AS mode by slightly racking the slide backward while in double-action mode. This mode essentially makes the double action a much lighter draw, making it substantially easier to shoot while simultaneously making it safer to carry than the single action would have been otherwise. Number 3. Walther Model PPQ. The Walther PPQ is a refined version of the Walther P99 that features a trigger that operates in a single action only and has a consistent pull. It also offers improved ergonomics in comparison to the P99 with a more aggressive grip texturing, a squared-off trigger guard, and forward slide serrations that make it considerably simpler to perform a brass check on the firearm. There are two basic iterations of the PPQ, which are denoted by the designations M1 and M2. The M1 utilizes a magazine release in the form of a paddle, while the M2 relies on a push-button release more typical of the American type. If you want a greater sight radius and higher bullet velocity, you can also get longer-barreled versions of each of these pistols. Overall, the PPQ is a pistol that has a lot of untapped potential. Number 2. Navy Revolver Model 1851 Colt. The Colt Navy Revolver, which was manufactured from 1850 to 1873, was a game-changer in both the military and the wider world. The Colt Navy was adored by cavalry troopers, partisan ruffians, and gunslingers like Jesse James and Wild Bill Hickok because it was significantly lighter than the Colt Dragoon of 1847 and was initially labeled as the Ranger. Even after the development of the contemporary self-contained cartridge, people continued to use this revolver, which was considered to be the best of its time. It is possible to consider the Colt Navy to be the first true fighting pistol. The Colt Navy is a renowned sidearm. 1. A pistol called a Luger. Between the years 1898 and 1948, the Pistol Parabellum, which was also known as the Luger, was available in several different variants. It is the pistol that brought fame to the 9mm Parabellum/Luger/9 X Magnum cartridge, which is today the most popular pistol ammunition in the world. Many people think of Luger when they think of pistol names. As a result of its service in World Wars I and II in the hands of German soldiers, the Luger has, in a sense, come to represent Nazi Germany. Because of this, it was a go-to handgun for nefarious characters in Hollywood for a very long time. The Luger and its one-of-a-kind operating system were effectively put out of production when World War II was over, but by that time, they had already cemented their place in history. There is not a single one of the striker-fired pistols that we have discussed here that is not an outstanding option for use in either self-defense or personal protection, and you simply cannot go wrong by purchasing any of them. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.